Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of our Kubernetes Localization Subproject meeting. Today is May 6th, and I would like to welcome you all. I'm very excited to be back hosting this meeting again. So just a few housekeeping items. So this meeting is being recorded, so just be aware of that as we go through our agenda. And it's also available on YouTube if you need to check back and see anything. We are also under the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, so that boils down to make sure to be excellent to everyone as we go through our agenda and while we are communicating with each other on video and in the chat. So I think that is all. I can go through and share our agenda. But while I'm doing that, is there anyone who is new to the call who would like to either unmute themselves and say hello or say hello through chat?
Hello, this is Mohammed from the Arabic localization. I have been in several meetings, but I'm not sure if I have joined this meeting before.
Welcome. Anyone else? Okay, let me go and share my screen. Okay, see my screen. Okay, so this is our agenda. I can also paste that into the meeting chat. So if you want to follow along. So here we go. If you would like to, please also add yourself onto the participants list, just so we know who was here. The first agenda item, I believe is from Soko, but it is, we've gotten in touch with the CNCF Deaf and Hard of Hearing working group. And they have some people who are interested in contributing to localizations, but they highlighted some things that it is maybe not as accessible on these meetings to join and to follow along and participate. So Soko, I'm not sure if you have any updates that you would like to share from your talks with that group.
Yeah, I just hope to share that they are focusing on the CNCF glossary project first, Cloud Native glossary project first, and in the Cloud Native glossary project, they are going to add video to how to express in sign language in the term itself first. And then if they are confident with the contribution to the Cloud Native glossary, and then they will join to the Kubernetes website as well. Their first attempt would be the Kubernetes website glossary first. So once they are ready, I will invite them to this localization sub-project and this meeting as well. It is just for sharing. And also to support them, we are going to turn on the closed captioning for the Zoom meetings. So I guess we already applied it to the SIG meeting, and localization meeting also will apply this one to help them. I guess just for this item.
Great, thank you for sharing the update. I would be very interested to hear more from that group on how we can continually be more accessible for folks. And thank you for reaching out to them. Does anyone have any other questions or comments about what the Deaf and Hard of Hearing working group or working on making our meetings more accessible?
I do.
Thank you.
Syoko, you mentioned they'll be defining the term using sign language, but there are different sign languages?
Yeah, I heard from them, and there are very diverse version of their sign languages. There's not just the English sign language, and there are many diverses I heard. And so I think they are trying to define new sign language for cloud native terms first. It is
Okay.
not the English one, not Korean one. It is actually new standard.
Yeah.
And so we cloud native and Kubernetes bring new terminologies, and they are going to define, express new terminology in their way and try to spread it all around by using
Interesting.
the cloud native philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only ask because in English Sign Language, even that has several versions. There's American English Sign Language, Australian English Sign
Yeah.
Language, etc. And I wanted to kind of call out that I know that there's been discussion of what sign language would the Kubernetes documentation, for example, use. And I have a very strong opinion that given our style guide and spelling and grammar follows American English, maybe also the sign language should likely be as a start, but that's just a style guide opinion that I have given how we spell things, for example, and it's very much based on that. So I assume that the CNCF also has a possible style guide, but again, it is their decision. So yeah, I'm not married to that suggestion.
Yeah, I also gain more understanding on the sign language and the diversity of sign language. So we already have a very nice team from the working group. So I believe they, and with our assist, they will make nice one, and maybe the standardized one if we
Great.
can. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
No worries. Thanks for the update.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's really, really interesting stuff. So thank you for bringing that item to the meeting, and I look forward to some future updates and be very curious to see what the CNCF comes up with for their glossary of terms. I will move on to the next issue we have, or it's not an issue per se, but the next item on our agenda, and it's for a stale copy of, I believe it's the Korean documentation. I can't really see the link. Is this, Soko, was this something you had added as well? Or is it seems like it's just a stale copy of this website.
Yeah, I didn't add this second.
Oh.
So
Is someone who here is on the call who added this item? It doesn't look like it, but
yeah.
I can't really.
Anyway, for your information, the site is for Korean development branch. So actually, we are using Korean team using that site, but it is not the official Kubernetes site. It is just for the development. So I'm not sure we need to remove or not, but it is still useful for the, at least for the Korean localization team.
Okay, so that's something you're still actively using. Okay, then I think it's fine to leave up.
Yeah, I guess, but I will try to check one more. Is it still useful or not? Anyway, it is to create Korean development branch preview. I'm not sure it should be exposed to the internet.
Okay, so you'll follow up and see if we can adjust it so it's not really available. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, trying to take notes along with the meeting. So the next item is about a removal on the Norwegian language. Is somebody, did somebody who was on the call add this item to the agenda? Again, looking like no, so I'm not sure where this came from, but I don't have the latest. I'm not sure if this, I've been away for the past 2 weeks, so I'm not sure if this item has come up in any of the channels about the Norwegian language being removed. I don't have any update on that, but I know in a couple of meetings ago, I did talk about creating a deprecation policy on what to do in the case of languages that are no longer supported and no longer have a community behind them. So that's maybe something we should check in again. Soko, do you have any? I see your hands raised.
Yes, thanks, Abby. And in case of Norwegian language, the language setting is not actually supported language. It is just to create an example for adding new localization languages. So it is very historic thing, and we need to clean up the Norwegian language since it is not actually working language. It is just example. But we still have some configuration inside the Hugo PONL file. But likewise, Abby, and I'm not following the status of the cleanup. We need to clean up, and I'm not sure current status. Anyway, it is not the urgent issue, and I will try to find current status and try to clean up the Norwegian language.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Sorry, I'm also not up on the latest, so apologies there. But yeah, I think if it is a language that was started and had some things added, maybe we can create an issue just to sort of track getting it removed if we want to do that. Although I don't know if it's doing any harm. I don't know if there's any harm in having it there if it's not a live language, if it's really doing anything. But it might be worth talking about cleaning up the pieces of it that are actually in the code base somewhere if we need to. But I do think that this also raises that we probably should have a more general or if any deprecation policy on what to do, because we've had a couple of languages come up that are either low on reviewers and approvers, and then sort of what to do in those cases and how to help languages, and then when it is a decision that needs to be made and who makes those decisions on how to clean up a language if it's no longer live. Okay, thank you to whoever added that, and I will try to follow up a little bit more to get more context on what's happening there. And thank you for fixing my notes because I know that they're probably not the greatest. And so next we have an update from the Arabic localization team. So if someone would like to join in and give that update.
Yeah, I actually just listed up the Arabic and Bengali localization progress. And as you know, we have the umbrella issue for Arabic, and it is to initialize the Arabic one. And I have checked several things, and I guess the Arabic team is very good way. They almost finished the configuration part and adding reviewers and approvers. And I guess Mohammed is very actively working on Arabic localization, so maybe Mohammed can explain the current status.
Yeah,
Mohammed,
thank you so much.
could you explain?
Yeah, we have made a progress with the Arabic localization, with all the configuration. We have also set up Notlify for the preview. Now we are 3 approver and reviewer, with 2 more people actively contributing to the localization, and potentially will become members soon. We have addressed some issues, and some are still open since we are the first right to left language on the website. We have been discussing also some issues related to that. Yeah, this is one of them. So with the navbar, or with the navbar, we have this logo issue. When we switch to right to left, we have this logo that overlap with the menu. I created this issue long time ago. I also mentioned there all the issues that we have. It's a pretty complicated with the CSS and with the template that we are use, Doxy, and all this stuff. So we have opened PR to show like our solution for that, and we have been discussing with team that, but we need some people experienced with the CSS within Kubernetes website in order to review our solution and probably propose also some suggestions. This issue here on the Doxy, it's not related because on Kubernetes we are using an old version of the Doxy, and this is trying like to add some features for the RTL for the latest version. Migrating to the latest will be like pretty much difficult, as I have seen on the like my trials locally. So I would say that this issue is not quite related to what we are hitting now. We can solve the issue with the old version without the need to wait for this issue on the Doxy. But the changes that we are planning to do can be a bit complicated and need some people to review and also guide us with that, because we'll change many things in the CSS and the navbar and the layout as well.
Mohammed, thanks for this update. I wanted to ask if it's cool that we put this specific PR that you want reviewed also on the agenda during the general SIGDocs meetings that we have coming up, because you might have a wider audience of people that would be able to review there. Specifically, yeah, we could definitely do that. If you just want to either add it to the agenda, actually we haven't generated a new agenda for the meeting next week, but if you just want to ping me as a reminder, we can absolutely add it to the main SIGDocs agenda for the meeting we'll have next week. That might get a few more eyes on there for you. And then second, I wanted to mention that the Arabic team are doing an awesome job. And it took the Hindi team who put the first ever Devanagari script on the Kubernetes website. It took them a year to localize everything and get like the first version of the Hindi docs up on the site. So the progress that Arabic is making is huge. It's really awesome. So well done just to the whole team.
Thank you so much. That's also with your help and guidance was pretty easy to set up everything.
Cool, but yeah, we can definitely bring it to the wider this specific PR. This issue. Sorry, I'll take it to the put it into the agenda for the next meeting. If you're not there, that's fine. I can speak to it on your behalf. That's okay. But yeah, I think you might get some more eyes on there to help out as well in that meeting.
Yeah. That would be great. Tim was also trying to make this visible on the channels, the SIGDocs channel, but it would be great also to bring attention on the meetings as well. I'll try to be there if not there. So please.
If you're not there, I can be. Yeah, myself and Tim can speak to it for sure. Yeah.
Great. Thanks so
much. Awesome. No worries.
Yeah, that was pretty much the progress there.
Yeah, awesome progress. Again, just to echo Natalie's points, you guys are doing a wonderful job. Please keep up the good work. And I'm just very excited about your progress, and thank you for raising these issues. so that we can hopefully get some help from the broader community to resolve them. Did anyone have any other last thoughts on the Arabic localization team? Any comments or thoughts or any more questions you want had?
Yeah, I have one more question to Mohammed. And is there any other candidate, reviewer, or approver from the team who are preparing for the onboard as reviewer or approvers? I saw there are 3 reviewers and approvers, right?
Yeah, there are currently 3 approvers and reviewers, so we kind of can review each other pull requests and merge them without the need for external help. But we have also 2 members that are actively contributing. They are still progressing to get their membership with Kubernetes and Kubernetes SIG organizations. After that, we can nominate them to help with reviewing and approving these PRs.
Okay, thank you. If you have need any help, just let me know.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So the next item on the list is about the Bengali localization progress. So Soko, did you add this item or Asim?
Yeah, I think Asim can explain the current state.
Great, Asim, if you'd like to add any thoughts on the Bengali team progress.
Hello, I'm Asem from Bengali localization team. At first, I just want to let you know that on 11 May, we are going to happen a Kubernetes Community Day Dhaka, Bangladesh. So me and my team are trying hard to make this website live before our Kubernetes Community Day. So we are almost close to minimum requirement, for make it live. We have total 62 tasks and small fixes. We already complete 56 and glossary terms, 20 glossary terms. So we are trying to make it before Kubernetes Community Day. We'll be close that soon from my team. Rest of those are approvers from you guys. Thank you.
That's awesome. What is the date of that event? Just so we know, we can kind of help.
11 May.
11th of May. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. That's really awesome. I know you have been doing a lot of really great work getting the reviews and the PRs reviewed and getting content added. So thank you very much. If there is anything else that's a blocker, please make sure to raise it, and we can just help as much as possible.
I have a question. Is there any way we can show every rows? Like every time we go to our draft PR, we only show the one error or 2 error for our localization site. So anyhow, we can see all the errors at the same time, so we can fix them quickly. Okay, I'm sending
sorry, Asim, I couldn't understand your
I think you're Asem, I think what you're asking is every time that you've got a draft PR, you can only see a single error that is coming up in the PR and not all of them to fix at the same time. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Right. And do you mean specifically the PR is in draft or that it's open? Because the state of the PR matters here.
Actually, if good, can you check the link I provide?
Sure.
Not you not here. You can just from chat from Zoom chat. This one.
So you actually mean the errors on the branch, not the PR overall. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, that makes it different. It really does depend because of the different commits that go into the branch, and then when it reruns, those different commits could bring up possible different errors. That's why it could change. And so this is specifically on the branch itself, unfortunately. So what might be worthwhile doing is having several of you work on the branch at the same time so that you can continually address the errors as they come up, because they may continue until 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 you get basically like the deploy log that shows none. Like it really does depend, unfortunately, because we're speaking specifically about a branch with several PRs that contributed to it and not a single PR.
I mean, I can see all the errors come from this PR or this branch. Is that it?
Okay.
Is there any way I can see all the errors? Sorry for my communication gap.
No, it's okay.
I think those errors should be handled by individual PRs to the development branch first. So the individual PRs should not be merged if there's possibly I mean if there is actual error. So it is very approver's responsibility not merging, not approving the PR which has error. So reason why we have so many errors in the development branch is due to the individual PR includes error, I guess. So I have some related questions. Is Netlify preview is enabled for the Bengali development branch? SM?
My guess is no. My guess is that you
No?
don't have previews. If you don't know the answer to that question, then the answer is no, I believe. And so that could be a very helpful thing if we enable previews like we did for Arabic to help see some of the errors.
So SM, your team is trying to publish, make the Bengali live as soon as possible, right? Before
Yes.
the meeting. But making the complete site, if we have any build failure in our site, it affects all the languages. So from the development branch level, we need to carefully check whether the branch content inside the branch has any possible errors. So I guess we need to enable the Netlify preview for the Bengali development branch first, and then we should check your development branch do not have any build errors inside each PRs. So my suggestion is that we should call or help to enable the Netlify preview to your development branch, your team's development branch first, and then see and check the individual PRs to your branch first, and then we can finally check the PR intended to merge the development branch effect into the main branch. So the PR should not PR to merge the development branch commit into main branch should not have any the build errors. We have to fix the build errors.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and Natalie, so SIGDOC's chairs lead only have the authority to provide Netlify preview to individual branches, right?
Yeah, Natalie had to drop, but I believe that yes. So it's only certain we don't all have access to Netlify, unfortunately. So I definitely would recommend adding a message into the SIG Docs channel. And I'm not sure if Natalie has access, but she might be able to help tag someone who does. I'm sure Tim does. But if you could just post a message in the main SIG Docs channel, then we could get yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they have the capability, and yeah, I'm not sure for the Natalie. Okay, I will actually, I will open an issue to get help from them.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I see. Okay, so it was an issue. Okay, then. Thank you, Mohammed, for sharing this. So this was your request for access. Okay.
That's
Okay,
right.
great. So that's a good template to follow. So thank you for sharing. Asim, hopefully we can get access, not set access, this set up so you can help visualize more of the errors that you're seeing, and that will hopefully help you resolve some things a little more quickly. I'm not sure the exact processes for going live, but going live by the end of the week might be a little aggressive, given that you're still seeing some build errors. But definitely keep working towards your goals and keep reaching out with any issues that come up. We'll try to do our best to help resolve them as much as we can. So thank you very much for raising these issues, and hopefully we can get you get you where you want to go. So thank you. Shoko, I'm not sure if you had any other last thoughts on this, or Asim, if you had any other questions you wanted to ask.
No.
Okay, great, thank you. The next item here is the Portuguese from Portugal localization. Is someone on the call? Did you have that? Okay.
Yeah, I have added, and we got this core, and I just hope to share the new core. There's no additional discussion is required unless there's the Portuguese from Portugal contributors is not this meeting. And anyway, I heard the issue opener is looking for new members, new contributors who are interested in Portuguese from Portugal localization. Reason there is Brazilian Portuguese teams already, and there's new additional language team. I just hope to share.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing this up. Yes, so the ask is just generally to raise awareness against for this initiative. So there are we have already the Brazilian Portuguese team, which is live on the site, and there is a different Portuguese spoken in Portugal, and some folks in the community were looking to get that initiative up and running to have a separate localization team for the European Portuguese. So if this is something that you are able to help contribute to, or you have an interest in talking about, please reach out. I believe right now, I think they're still talking in the Brazilian localization channel, or you could just reach out in the SIG Docs localization Slack channel, and we can help direct you to the right people to chat with more about this. So thank you for raising Soko. And you have the next action item too on the agenda about your Python tool for checking outdated localization documents.
Yeah, I explained this tool several meetings ago, and I opened a PR to check the outdated content, outdated localized content PR. So it is under review, and as I mentioned before, the PR is to include new tool to check outdated localization document by last mode difference. I mean the modified date for the source English document and then localized document. With this tool check the date difference and then report in human readable way. So Abby, could you scroll down a little bit more and we can take some scroll, I mean, screen capture here. So regardless of the localization language, you can select the language and check the outdated status, and we can easily check the which file has been outdated and how long it has been outdated. And also I included some checking similarity between English document and localized document, so that we can check some false alert in outdated report. I mean, when even though some document has been changed for the English document, the changes in English document is not related with, it's not related with the localized document directly. Sometimes it is just a change of spacebar. It is not related with localized document. But currently our website shows the outdated notification to the localized document. So I think it is kind of a false alert. So this tool can check those kind of false alert by checking the English and localized document similarity. So even though the date is different, modified date is different, we can check the document is really outdated or not. We can check the trend. So this one is under review, and once review has been finished, anyone can use this tool. And also folks who are interested in this kind of tool, you can download this tool from the picture branch of this PR. So please feel free to try this tool, and if you can give any review or comment to enhance this tool for your language. So it is just for introduction. And is there any question or request on this tool?
I have a question. So currently there's no way to turn off this message on localized pages. The only way to do that would be to actually update the page to have a more recent date or whatever. That's correct? That there's no way to turn off the
Yeah, I think
message?
so. We don't have.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Site or not.
Yeah, all right. So that's what I thought. Somebody had just asked that actually, I think from the Vietnamese localization, they ran into this again, where the content was actually the same, but they're showing it, the error is showing on some of their pages. Cool. So I'll share with them more about this tool and let them know that there isn't currently a way to turn off that warning. Great, thank you for this. Does anyone else have any more questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for working on this. I know you put a lot of effort into this, so thank you for working on it. And I look forward to hopefully taking a look at this PR soon to see more about it. And we have one more item on the agenda, and that is about the annual cleanup issue PR. Yes. So this is an effort that we try to do annually to help clean up people who have maybe been inactive, or just to sort of reach out, know who to reach out to if people are inactive, which is a normal part of working in open source. So we definitely expect that it's going to happen. So it's not an issue if it does happen, but we just want to keep track of what's happening to kind of reach out and then help people or help localizations who maybe need some more help. So this is the open PR right now, but as you can see, there's an update from Divya that they're going to be closing this work today or very soon. So I'm not sure if there is any more direct action to take on right now, but it won't necessarily stop anyone from continuing to contribute, but it just maybe will impact people who are on reviewers and approvers list. So if you're interested in learning more about this, check out the PR. And I think we've already contacted everyone who may be impacted, but if you are impacted, you can just reach out and we can kind of try to re-add you to the list if we need to. Does anyone have any questions on specifically this PR or about the cleanup process that we have? Okay. Did anyone have any other items that they'd like to talk to? We had a really full agenda today, so that was really nice to see. Thank you to Soko for organizing a large part of the agenda.
Just a small thing I was wondering about. On Arabic, we are working on the branch or the tag 129, and I think Kubernetes will keep moving with new versions and releases. How it usually works, like should we always stay updated with main, or we keep focusing on one release for our localization when we are working like for dev PR, dev branch, I mean.
Mohammed, I have experience in Korean localization team, and Korean localization team is one of historic localization team in Kubernetes website. In case of Korean localization team, we create a new development branch, and then try to follow up the main English side, the release versions. So once we finish 129, then we try to merge 129 development branch into the main branch, and then from the main branch, once main branch content is 130, we create another development branch and work for that development branch and merge and continues this job. And so Korean localization team has branch strategy how to keep up and work, but it's not mandatory for all localization teams. Some localization teams keep using the main branch only. Some teams are using the partial way. So I think Arabic team also can choose depending on their situation and status. Reason why we use the development branch first for the initialization job for a new localization team is that we try to not affecting the localization work into our live website. So once your development branch 129 merged into the main branch and possibly into the release release branch, then I think you can choose you can live in the main branch only, or you can create another development branch.
But if I
for the
understand
new version.
correctly,
Okay.
sorry, our branch now should always be compared to the main English, not the 129 English release. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should always,
Currently,
even though
yeah.
our branch is named at 129, we compare
Mhm.
always with the main. So if the main English like progressed for a new version, we always keep updated with this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
Currently,
we get our
the naming is a little bit not correct, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I
it's
understand now.
not problem. You need to keep up with the main branch, the version of main branch.
Okay.
Actually, I'm maintaining as you know, I'm maintaining CNCF Cloud Native Glossary repository and project. And in there, we provide development range without the versioning. So it is just dev AR, so that the team can choose the version or try to keep up with the latest one. So it is non-related, but
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
yeah. But maybe you can guess what is the started version of that branch. It
Yeah,
is kind of informative. Yeah.
exactly. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that question and a great answer, Soko. Does anyone have anything else that they wanted to bring up or any questions to add? Hopefully you can still hear me okay. People are doing some work in the background at my house. Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, I can wrap up today's meeting. And I haven't checked the date for the next meeting. That'd probably be helpful. Looks like it will be June 3rd is our next meeting. So I look forward to seeing you all there in this meeting. For in the interim, also just we're available in Slack. So if you have any questions, please reach out there. And I will. So if you could stop the recording. Stop sharing my screen. Okay, well, I guess we are all done with today. Thank you all for joining, and I look forward to seeing you online or at the next meeting. Have a good day or night or whatever
Bye-bye.
time it is for you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.